Hey everyone, GirlMeetsPixels here, and today on my channel I am doing a Let's Decorate, and this is us decorating a cute little cozy apartment, and I am so excited. I have never done a video like this before, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. It's kind of a series that I kind of want to do more, not exactly make it a series, but something that I do more often, just decorating and sharing it with you guys. So that's what we're doing today. And so this town that we are in is called Pleasant Isles. It is a small little island coastal kind of town, but it's very cozy, very just cute and kind of nautical, but kind of not. It kind of reminds me of the West Coast, Oregon, Portland, all that kind of stuff. That's what the style kind of reminds me of. So I kind of implemented that into the decor, but I didn't go too over crazy with the nautical theme. I did a mix of bright colors and just a lot of neutrals. That was a really big thing that I did throughout. So, and you'll see that later on, that there's a lot of pops and bright colors here and there, but then also just a lot of white, black, gray. So I feel like it kind of works. There is a couple that lives in this home and everything, and there's not going to be an LP or anything based off of this. This was just something that I was I need to decorate this little apartment for this couple, and I was why not just record it? I think maybe people would be interested in seeing how I decorate. So that's what we are doing today, and I'm so excited about it. I love it, and I love how the apartment turned out. There is some things that bother me, and I just could not get them right for the life of me, but it still all works in the end. So for this first Let's Decorate, I'm just kind of gonna talk through the entire video or so. I've never done a video like this, so just let me know in the comment section below if this is something that you enjoyed, me just talking it through with you, kind of giving my thoughts, or if you'd prefer me just to give a little intro and then just put some music on, let me know. Totally open to suggestions. So anyways, we're in Pleasant Isles, and this town is a custom world, and I will link it down in the description bar below so you guys can go check it out. I love this town. I have not gone to play in it yet. I've just been decorating, and it's so cute, and I love it. I love it. So it will be linked down below in the description bar so you guys can go check it out for sure. Anyways, so let's just jump in. As you can see, I have been decorating the kitchen, and I kind of wanted to mimic the blue door onto the blue bar stools. Those do end up getting changed way later on. I go in and change stuff up. But yeah, I do like the bar stools. I like them as a painted color instead of a wood. I felt I was putting too much wood in, so I wanted to kind of break that up. So now I'm just finding patterns, and a lot of these are just custom patterns. I use a lot of custom patterns just because the game provides some, but not enough. So no shame, right? No shame. So I'm just kind of messing around with colors and everything. And the color scheme that the kitchen / living area kind of ends up being is a blue yellow kind of theme. But then I come back in towards the end of the video and completely change it up. So that doesn't really help much, does it? But it's all good, right? It's all good. Anyway, so it's just blue and yellow theme, white cabinets with a dark gray kind of granite countertop. I think it's granite. It kind of looks like granite, right? But and then I just did, throughout the entire house, I did a lot of gold accents, which I think kind of warms up the living area and just the house in general, because I do have a lot of gray walls, and with gray, I really like gold. I think it just pops out and it's cute. I love it. So so then I messed for ever trying to figure out what to put on the counter. And I love clutter. I love cluttering up my Sims kitchens and their living areas, coffee tables just filled with everything. But this house actually didn't fill it as much as I normally do. I kind of kept things a little bit more empty, or not exactly empty, but kind of empty. just because it was such a small space that I figured it'd be best if this wasn't like overdone or over cluttered. So I just wanted a little bit more minimalistic with a lot of color. So there's kind of like this halfway point between both of them that I use. And I kind of based it off the couple that lives here that I was building it for, or decorating it for. And they're just like a couple, a boyfriend, girlfriend. They just are buying their first place together, or renting, I guess you could say. And he's a little bit more chill, a little bit more like whatever, cool, black, white, gray. And then she's a lot more like fun and bright colors, and she's like a school teacher, so she's like all into like kids and all that fun stuff. And they just like found out that they are pregnant, so there is like a nursery that is upstairs that I don't know the gender of the baby, so like I couldn't even decorate for the baby. But it worked out. So now I'm just moving on into the living area, and I don't know, this area was tough to like decorate. They didn't even have a dining table. Like, there was no space for them to even have a dining table. And I mean, I totally could have put one where like the couch is, and then just not put a sitting area in there, and just made this like a dining and kitchen area, because there is space upstairs, like a loft area where they have like a TV and stuff. But I don't know, I just figured that, I don't know, I wanted a living area. I felt like it made the transition like really cool instead of just like a dining area. But it does get a little cramped. And I was testing out some new decor as well. Like, this poster was new, and it is so cool. I love it. It's like a hanger painting kind of thing. It's really cool. I totally wish I had one for like my house. And then this poster that I'm about to put on the fireplace, I use all the absolute freaking time because I love it. I seriously love that. And it just leans. And I love putting it on fireplaces because it's unexpected. You don't usually see like just like a painting or a picture just leaning against a fireplace. And I think it looks so cool. So now, after I placed furniture, I just am going in and editing the colors. At first the couch was going to be like black and white, but then I felt like that was just too stark and boring. And so then I changed it and I add some color to it. I could not figure out a coffee table for the life of me. I have no clue why. I just could not figure out the coffee table. But I get there. I get there in the long run. That's what matters. That's what matters, is that I make it there. And I do. So that's always good. But yeah, so I don't know. I hope you guys like this video. It's really new for me. And it's a little like, I don't know. I feel kind of nervous about it just because it's like my decorating skills aren't like the best. But like, I know in the past, like with my current households and stuff, you guys have said my houses are cute and everything. And I was like, oh, well, maybe they would like to see like how I decorate and kind of the process I go through. So hopefully maybe this helps and inspires you guys. Maybe, yeah. Let me know. But yeah, I kind of like have two different ways I'll decorate. I'll first either start out with placing just all the furniture pieces and figuring out the furniture pieces I want and the layout. And then I'll go in and change color. Or I just place something, color it, place something, color it. I kind of switch back and forth depending on the space. Kitchens, I tend to just start coloring first. And like going like with color and stuff. And then kind of maybe changing the layout. But like living areas, I tend to just place furniture first because I gotta figure out the layout of the entire space. I added a music area. They're not like super music people, but I think the record player was so cute, so I had to add it. I had to. And then I just put like a little stack of CDs next to it because that's realistic, right? Except you don't put CDs into a record player, but we can just pretend. Oh, and then I am going in with, oh, these are so cool. I love these. I just got them. They're these outlets and light switches and dimmers and basically just like outlets and all this weird stuff. And it just, like, I've been going and placing them throughout the house to, like, make them more realistic in my Sims houses. So they have, like, outlets and switches and a thermostat. They even have a thermostat. Like, I think that's so cool. So, yeah, I was adding that. And I think it just, like, adds a little something. And then I'm recoloring the CD case stand. and the record player. I like it. I like making that CD stand like a pop of color instead of like a wood, because it makes like the CDs on it stand out, which is really cool to me. I really like that. And then just going through with the lamp. This photo I changed like 20 million times, and then I think I eventually make it just like that calendar right there, and it says 2015. Like, I totally want that. I think it'd be so cool to have a calendar like that. But I'm definitely all for like the typography kind of photos. I love those just in general for like real life, and so I definitely put a lot of like typography photos and pictures throughout my Sims houses, because I don't know, they're just so cute, and they're all like very different than each other. I'm not into like art as much. Kinda. It depends. It depends on the artwork and everything, but for the most part, it tends to just be like words and kind of hipster kind of stuff. And then I am just moving on and just like painting the hallway. I changed the gray color a little bit, and you'll see me change it like 5 more times. I definitely like will go back and like redecorate, if that makes sense. And this was actually over the span of 2 days. So we're actually on, no, not yet. Soon we will be on a different day. And then like I go and change some stuff and everything. But right now I'm just figuring out the layout for the bedroom, because I just didn't know like what I wanted to go with yet. Then I go and see if I could add a bookcase, but I couldn't. So I just added like a dresser and just kind of like a bedroom set. I wanted it all to kind of look like they bought a set. Sometimes I like mix matching and everything, so like it'll look like they bought the bed at one store and then the dresser at another store. But with this I wanted to do like matching-ish, if that makes sense. Then I'm just trying to see if there's any artwork I could hang up in this like awkward empty space like between the windows. And I end up going with like this butterfly photo. And this room does end up a little bit more girly than like I intended it to, but it all works out right. Like, I just pretend the guy was like, you know what, I don't care, honey, you can just make the bedroom however you want it. And she was like, okay. And she like puts butterflies and like pink, which kind of ends up a little bit. But I mean, it's not super girly, but I definitely took a lot of inspiration from the butterfly photo, because there's so many different colors in it that I was like, oh, I can use like so many different colors in this room. So it kind of ends up like there's a lot of different colors in here, but I like it. I really like how it ends up. And it was such a small space too. It was a really small bedroom. Figuring out lights and all that fun stuff. Because I do place in, when I first start decorating, I place in the by debug lights. But then I take them out so I can place lighting, of course, and then I kind of go based off of how the lighting's hitting the room, and that's where I place my lamps and lights and stuff like that. And I love that freaking lamp, that floor lamp one. It is so cute. I love it. It's like perfect too. You can use it in so many spaces. Spacious. Oh, I think we're on a different day. Are we on a different day now? Yeah. We're on a different day, so it's like the next day, and I'm like going in with patterns and stuff, because I just did like the layout, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go to bed, I have work tomorrow. So yeah, so this is actually the bedspread that I end up going with, and as you can see, it's pretty girly. Like, we have butterflies and like flowers and pink, so it does end up a little bit more girly than I intended it to, but I really like how the painting has a lot of different colors, and then the bedspread has a lot of different colors, and they kind of like play off of each other, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, it's cute. And then the bed, I love this. I love how it's like outlined with wood and then white in the middle. I was like, I don't want it like all wood, because then I feel like it's too heavy. We have so many wood pieces in this room that it becomes too heavy. So it's a mix of like painted white and wood, which I think kind of lines it up a bit. Like, that dresser is so cool. I would totally love that dresser. And then the mirror, I kind of try to mimic that reddish, pinkish kind of color. Kind of orangey. The colors were a little weird to like match, but I eventually get there. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, and then these lights I could not figure out for the life of me. I wanted them to be kind of orange or yellow, but then they looked weird because like when they're lit up, it just looked really weird. And I was like, I can't get this at all. And it was driving me crazy. And even then, like even at the end of it, I still could not get them to how I wanted it to be, but it worked out. It was fine. I'll be fine. I'll survive. So yeah, I really like this room though. It's really cute, and it was a little different than how I normally decorate. I actually normally just do like a lot of neutrals, a lot of like very soft colors. So this was a lot more vibrant than I normally do for like a master bedroom. So I really like that. There was something different, something new. And then I'm just going in with my rugs and stuff. Instead of doing a print, I'll usually just do like the carpeting. I really like that because then it gives like a texture in the room. I don't know why I was trying to place that plant there, but yeah, so then I'll just do like the carpeting option on the Create a Style, just because it gives a better texture instead of just like a white basic, like just white, you know, or if it was just like a cream color, like that's so boring. But the carpeting adds like texture to the room, and especially with like the hardwood, I like how it compares to that. Next, I was just trying to do filler. Like it was still kind of like sparse throughout the room, but still like small. So I was just trying to adjust it and make sure like the right amount of everything was there, if that makes sense. I don't know, that probably doesn't make sense at all. I don't make any sense half the time. And then this chair is one of my favorite chairs. I just use it as like filler space normally, not even like a chair for my Sims to sit in, but I was trying to pretend that like when they put their shoes on, they use that chair or whatever. I don't know. It works. I wish I had a chair to put my shoes on. And then I love this. So I went in and I was like, it's just so like boring in here. So then I went in and like added brick, and that's one of my favorite things to do is add brick, and it gives so much cool texture to the house, to the room and everything. So then I start using like this brick texture throughout the house, and I just put it on one side of the wall for where the bed is, and then I put it on the other side of the wall, so it's like both sides were the exposed brick, which I don't know, I like that. And then I wanted to do maybe something funky, like a animal print or something for the rug, but I just decided to do white. Keep it simple, keep it simple. And then I was trying to figure out what to put on the wall here. I don't even know if I end up going with anything. I might just leave it blank because I didn't know what to put there. I'm still definitely always, not still, but like always, I'm always on the hunt for photos and mirrors and decor items, because I just feel like our games never get enough decor items. And even though I have almost all of the expansion packs and everything, there's still a lot like I wish that I had still. So I put a magazine rack there so they could just like grab some magazines, but like if they want to read before bed or something. I also like to take the magazine rack and put it in the bathroom, like next to the toilet, like they're like gonna read while they're on the toilet. I do that a lot. I'll be like, oh, they're just gonna read while they sit there. So that's like another thing I'll do. And it's just like tiny touches like that are so much more fun to add to the room and everything. It just makes it so much more realistic, which I like. So I took out like the tiny little shower, and I wanted to do a bathtub shower mix. And then I put counters in, just because the space was so long and narrow, it needed some more stuff instead of just a pedestal sink and a shower and a toilet. It needed some more stuff in it. And then I added this half wall. Half walls are life, for real though. I love half walls. They just add to a room. And then I'm just trying to figure out paint and stuff. I wanted to do maybe something with like beadboarding on it, but I couldn't find anything that I liked, so I just made it a print. I ended up doing a print on this bathroom. At first I wanted to do gray striped walls, like white and like a very light gray, but then I felt like it looked too preppy for the entire house, and the house wasn't like a preppy style. It was kind of more of like mix match all over the place kind of house. That's kind of like the style I went, if that makes sense. But like the style I went was just kind of like eclectic, I guess. Just a bunch of different kind of styles and colors throughout the entire house. So I do kind of like a marble-ish countertop with really light yellow cabinets. And then like later I realized, I was like, oh, I just did blue and yellow just like the living room and the kitchen. I was like, darn it, Brittany, why'd you have to go and do like the same color scheme? Because I don't like having like the same color scheme throughout the entire house, like where like the bathroom and the kitchen are like the same color scheme. Like that's weird. So that kind of bothered me. So that's why I go into the living room and I change up some stuff at the end. And then just adding clutter, makeup, hairdryer, all that stuff. It's all good, you know, like it's just gonna be empty counter space. Might as well add it, right? And then I added some brick. And then I just am like going in and changing the tile on the bathtub shower part. I feel like a lot of people forget to do that sometimes, is to edit like the showers and the bathtubs. Because, I don't know, you forget about them or whatever. And sometimes I actually forget. I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to decorate the shower. But I kind of enjoy going in and choosing like the tile and the color of the faucet and all that fun stuff. And then I'm just going in and adding a little rug so that when they step out, their feet can be all dry and everything. It's just like small touches like that that are fun to add to your Sims houses. It makes it so much more realistic that, I don't know, I enjoy it. I'm like, oh, look at the little rug and look at the outlets and all that fun stuff. Oh yeah, so I ended up doing like that yellow pattern. I love that pattern. I didn't even know I had it. And it was so cute. I loved it in the yellow too. And so I actually make the towel the same color as the rug. Just cause. And then I go in and add lighting. I just added like the same fixtures as like the bedroom had. And then I think I do a wall lamp. Something like that. That's cute. I'm like going back. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what the house looked like. I forgot what it looked like. Hasn't even been that long either. Let's see. What else do I do? Add some blinds for privacy because that's like the very front of the house. So like when people walk up those stairs, they could see into the bathroom. And so I was like, I need to add blinds. Whereas like the bedroom, I wanted a lot of light to come in. And there was nothing behind the house there. Like no one could actually see in unless they like climbed a tree. So then I was like, I just won't add blinds. Like that's okay. I just want a lot of light to come in. But like the bathroom kind of makes more sense. And then I put like this towel rack under the windows. I didn't even know I could do that. But then I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then just another rug. Being that like the house is hardwood, normally with hardwood houses, you put rugs like everywhere so it keeps it warm and just so it doesn't become a blob of hardwood throughout the house. Yeah, and then I go and add brick to the house and I end up making, I think, that entire wall brick, which I liked a lot better than what it was before. It was just like the gray. It gave so much like texture and coolness to it. I'm all about that texture life. If you haven't noticed, I'm all like, yes, texture everything. I want to texture everything. But I feel like in The Sims, that makes it so much like cozier and fun. I like it. And soon we're about to head upstairs, and this loft area is my favorite part of the entire house. Like, I wish this was my loft area. And it ends up so cool. So first I just start placing furniture, kind of seeing like where I want everything. It was a little difficult of a layout. And then I realized I had like this certain couch that I didn't know I had. Like I just discovered it. And I was like, oh my gosh, why have I not used this? And you'll see, like, it's so cool. I love it. So I started using my favorite couch. This is my favorite couch right there, the white one. That's my ultimate all-time favorite couch in The Sims 3. But then I felt like it was too formal. And then I realized I had like this sectional couch thing. And I was like, what? I have this? Like, I didn't even know I had this, guys. So then I go in and create like the sectional. And it was so cool. Like, it has pillows. Like, I don't even know where I got this from. So I'll have to go and search through my custom content folders and see where I got it from. But yeah, it's so cool. Like it even comes like there's a coffee table that you can add to the end, and I don't do that, but that's like that's possible. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, why have I not seen this before? So it was really cool. Yeah, hopefully I can find it though, so I can link you guys to it, because it is a really cool couch and super cute, and it ends up looking really cool. I really like how this entire upstairs loft area turns out. It's really different from like the rest of the house. It's a little bit more calming, a little bit more chill, whereas the rest of the house is very bright and fun colors, but then you have like pops of black and all that. But this is just very like chill. And then here's me trying to figure out coffee tables. And some of the coffee tables like get stuck to the end of the couch sectional thing, because like they can do that or something. I'm not sure. But then I just end up going with like this really small coffee table, which I don't normally do. But it worked out. And then I went to go color in the couch, and I decided to do like this gray cream orange pattern. And I love patterned couches. I love doing that in The Sims. It looks so cool, and they're so much more interesting than just like white or black or cream couches. So I like love this pattern on the couch. It's so cool. And so then I just draw inspiration from those patterns, and I put them throughout the room, like the colors and stuff. So that's normally what I do, is I'll pick a pattern for a room and then go based off the pattern. And then this coffee table was really awkward. I didn't know how to clutter it, basically. I always clutter my coffee tables, and I couldn't. And I was like, oh, it's driving me crazy. It just looks so weird. Then I add a mirror above the couch. Color that. Oh, and then I go and add curtains, and I end up going with my favorite curtains, which is those purple ones. Favorite curtains of all time. And I just make them orange, like the color of the orange flower on the couch. And then I just make the sectional bigger, just because I felt like the space was really awkward. So I just added another space, and then I couldn't color it. I was like, why won't it color? So then I had to go in and like try to fix it. There we go. There you go, Brittany, you got it. And then I add this hanging thing again, with a different saying than the downstairs one. Or at least I think it ends up being different. Hopefully I don't use the same one. Now I'm like second guessing myself. I'm like, hopefully I didn't add the same one. Hopefully. But yeah. And then I add like a little office area to it. Oh, and then I tried to add this lamp to the end there, but then it was too much in the way. The lighting was a little weird in this area, just because it was kind of hard to like light up. And then soon I'll be adding like a desk area and stuff, because she's a teacher. She needs to be able to use a computer, because teachers use computers. So that's my reasoning. And I use this mirrored desk from the Sims 3 store. I love this mirrored desk. Like, I wish that was my desk. I want that desk for sure. Oh, I love it. Like, exactly how it's set up and everything, with like the 2 drawers and it's just all being mirrored. Like, I want that desk. But it's like probably too expensive. I don't know. I'd have to find one. We'll see. But that's my dream desk for sure. And then I add just like a little Paris painting thing above it. I don't know. I thought it was cute. And then I'm just, of course, cluttering up the desk, because that's what I do. And then I wanted to add this plant, but then I already had a plant on the desk, and then I was like, oh, that looks so weird. So then I moved the plant to the other side, but then it wouldn't fit properly, and like all this. It was a mess. It was just a mess. Oh, and then I awkwardly pause. I don't know what I was doing. Why did I awkwardly pause? I was probably talking to someone. That's probably what I was doing. And then I go and add this rug beneath the chair and everything. Normally you have like a rolly chair, and you normally don't do this for a desk, but it needed some grounding in the room, so I just tried to add some more orange over there and all that fun stuff. So it's an orange rug. Yep. And then I go and change the color of the tree. And like, look how cute that is. Like, it's so cozy and fun. I love that. Oh, and then I go back to the kitchen, and I go and I just start changing it up, because I was like, oh, I want it to look like it flows better with the upstairs, because I really liked how the upstairs turned out, but then I felt like downstairs was just very like awkward from the upstairs. But yeah, so then I go in and kind of start changing some stuff around, and I make it green and yellow in there instead of the blue and yellow, which I like. I really like using green. And then I make the chair like a darker wicker color, and then I get rid of the chair in like 5 seconds. See, I got rid of the chair. And then I go in and use different couches, and I go and use my favorite couches, and that like armchair is my favorite too. So I like go back and use the stuff that like I always use. And I tried so hard to not use them, but I still did it. So sue me, I don't care. And I kept wanting to do like a really like dark gray kind of wall, but it just did not look right in there, so I didn't. Too bad though. But yeah, so I do like how the downstairs ends up looking though. Even though I go in and change it like last minute, I do like how it ends up looking. Oh, so then this room, this was so fun. So their nursery, I didn't know how to decorate it because I didn't know the gender of the baby. So I was like, crap, now I have to make it like unisex, because there's no other way for me to decorate it, you know? And so at first I thought about just leaving it empty and not showing you guys it, but then I was like, no, that's no fun. Like, that's not fun at all. I'm still gonna have to decorate it eventually. Might as well just decorate it now. So I just did like a very unisex theme. It ends up being like really colorful. Like really colorful. But I do like how it ends up looking. It's really cute. So right now I'm just trying to figure out the layout, because it was a really awkward room and I just didn't know how to work it out. But I do put up like a little reading corner, and I love that bookshelf. That one and the tree one. That one. I love that tree bookshelf. But it wouldn't fit in there. It was too big. So like, darn it. So then I just went with my second favorite, which is that one. It has like kids' toys all stuffed into it, and so realistic. Then I go in and put in a toy chest so they can play. And obviously, as the baby is like an infant, they won't need any of this stuff. They'll just need the changing table and their crib. But then once they become a toddler, then the room's all set to go. So, and they could even kind of transition this into a kid's room for sure. I move like the changing station around. I put like a dollhouse in the corner. Just more toys, and it was very just mixed matched, if I could say it right. It was very just mixed matched, which is kind of like the whole house is kind of mixed matched. I didn't have like a direct exact theme for the entire house, which I normally do. It was just kind of like a room to room basis, but it all kind of flows together somehow. Somehow, by magic, probably. Then of course I go and use this new favorite poster of mine, and then I start basing the color scheme based off of that photo, the Be Happy one. And so then all my colors are based off of that, and I just pull colors from it to kind of tie the whole room together. So now it's about to get really colorful, and I love it. I love super colorful rooms for nurseries and baby rooms. So yeah, so I use basically all these colors. I use the green and the yellow and the blue and the purple, and I use a little bit of the red color as well. I got to use my favorite curtains again. I was really excited about that. I love those curtains, and I'm pretty sure they're from the Sims. So something weird just like happened with Sony Vegas, and it like deleted something, or I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyways, so I kind of had to split this recording up. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, so this nursery is just super cute. I added the little puzzle rug that like I feel like everyone adds into their nurseries, but it's cute, so why not? And yeah, so then I just add some mirrors. I love taking the little oval mirrors and making them like into 3, or like in a row of 3, I guess. It just looks really cute. I don't know why I like it, I just do. And then go and color in the beanie bag chairs and make them green. And then I color the bookshelf and do like the back, or like the backings of the bookshelf, and make them yellow and like that reddish kind of color. And I think that's so cool, like how you can like color the like cubbies of the bookshelf. I think that was a really cool touch that, I don't know, I think it's cute. I think everything is cute in this freaking house, okay? I just am going to go around and say everything is freaking cute. I can't help it. That's just how I am, okay? And then I just go in and start adding some photos and all that fun stuff. It was really hard because I had to keep it unisex. I didn't know if it was going to be a boy or girl, so I just added a Where the Wild Things Are photo. I can't remember what it says. It says right there. I'm not going to try to read it. But yeah, so just like coloring and decorate, like adding just the final touches of the room is basically what I'm doing. I kept messing with the puzzle rug because I couldn't get into colors that like I really liked. And then I was very tempted to add another of like the hanger photo thing. And then I found these. I didn't even know I had these. And I was like, oh my gosh, that little hot air balloon is so cute and I love it. Even though like the color of it was close to the color of the wall. So I didn't really like that too much. But it was just too cute to not put in the room. And then I just took these birds that are from the Sims 3 store and just colored them and added them, of course. Oh, I think I ended up doing the giraffe one. Maybe I do. Never mind. So I ended up doing the giraffe little photo that's like says like good morning buddy or something like that. I don't know, like a little giraffe. So then we just head into the upstairs bathroom. So this is kind of like the kid bathroom kind of thing. I don't know. Guest kid bathroom. It was just another bathroom. And it was so long and narrow that I just cut it up. We didn't need that much space. Like, I just did not like it. So then I just kind of rearranged it so that the toilet was next to the sink and the shower bathtub duo was on the other side. It just made no sense to have that big of a bathroom. And then I just add, in this room I did the furniture first and then colored it instead of like how I did the other bathroom. And I just took the same shower tub duo from the downstairs bathroom and put it in there. Oh, and then I'm adding brick. I was like, oh yeah, I need to add more brick. So I go and add brick right there. Yep. And then add some brick in there. And I didn't add any brick to the kids' room because then I felt like it was just too much. And then I make these walls like a dark gray to kind of mimic the dark gray that was on the couches right next to it. Just to kind of continue like the flow from the loft to the bathroom. And like, oh, that's like legit my favorite loft I've decorated. Even though it's so simple and plain, normally I have a lot more stuff in there. But I just love how it turned out. And this bathroom gets pretty cool too. I really liked it with like the brick and the dark gray color. Normally my bathrooms are very light and airy. I don't normally do like dark colors on the walls. Like actually like hardly ever, just in my general gameplay I don't really do that. Just because I don't know, I'm just used to like more open and airy kind of things. And then I use this print for the rug, and I think I use it for the towel as well. And I love that print, it's really cute. And then just adding lighting, all that fun stuff, toilet paper. And then I put one on top of like the toilet, just like they had like an extra roll that they opened and they put it there. It's a little bit like less casual of the bathroom than like their downstairs bathroom, which is for like guests, you know. This one's a little bit more casual. Maybe not the first one you would suggest for your guests to go to. Then I tried adding this medicine cabinet, but it didn't work out. And like it took me a while to realize that the wall next to the shower like wasn't painted. And like now filming, like recording this, I can see it and it's driving me crazy. And then I just add like the shelf thing with towels on it underneath the window, which I thought were really cool. And then I think I finally painted the shower wall. And then I just go through and just doing like finishing touches, making sure there's light switches and outlets in every room. And all that fun stuff. Just like just going through and fine combing it. Just adding outlets to the baby's room. Yes, I know they're dangerous. Just like finishing touches, and that is it for this part. There are going to be photos, so make sure to check those out starting now, I guess. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, and also if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you guys all in my very next video. Bye guys.